Booming property markets are now seeing a big jump in home title fraud. It's another form of identity theft. Instead of selling or refinancing the victim's property, victims can suddenly find their homes in foreclosure. On this Watch Out Wednesday, 2 News problem solver Pete Knutson explains how easy home title fraud is for these criminals to pull off.
He's a convicted home title con artist who served 13 years in federal prison for defrauding nearly $16 million. Meet Matthew Cox.
If I liked the house and I thought this is a decent house, I would go to public records and just transfer the title from them to whoever's ID I had, and then go open some bank accounts and then borrow against the property. I mean, it's that simple.
The 52-year-old says back in the days, home title fraud was a skill. Now, even a tech-savvy kid could pull off the scam.
You could file documents. Nobody calls to verify the documents.
Retired FBI agent Art Feisenmeyer says most criminals are using the equity on the property to acquire loans.
Sometimes they'll even use the same property 2 or 3 different times for loans.
I rented a house from somebody one time and I borrowed like $500,000 on the house. And the house was in his name. The house was only worth $190,000. So I just took out 3 mortgages at the same time.
Home title fraud is one of the most underreported crimes because it's hard to trace the scammer or the money, but the lender comes after the home.
Guy stole the monies off somewhere, on a white sandy beach with drinks that have umbrellas in them, and you're off to the courthouse with a $600 an hour attorney, and it takes at least 2 years most of the time.
To make matters worse, Art says the only solution, for now, is to have a monitoring service like Home Title Lock.
Title theft is not covered by your homeowner's policy, HOAs, banks, nothing. People think, hey, I've got title insurance. That concluded when you got the key to the front door.
Matthew says homeowners can try to monitor their property deeds themselves, but they'll still need legal help if they detect any fraud. That's why he says having a monitoring service makes sense, because they already have a legal framework in place. Pete Knutson, 2 News Oklahoma, Problem Solvers.